And I've learned more about creating content for people to use, but not just like, hey, look at me, what I can do. Is I want to create something that people can share or that can inspire people. So social media has become a tool now that I can use to help people as I go on my career. That helps, yeah. Yeah. So growing up, I wasn't very athletic at all. I tried playing football when I was in 6th and 7th grade, failed miserably. And then eventually when I got into, I was into dance. So dance really helped me with body movement and, just being more active. But again, I still wasn't never athletic. When I started painting and I realized I have the, I had to be quicker on my feet. I had to be lighter on my feet. And I had to last longer. I had to do, I do hour-long shows now that are up to 8 paintings in a row. So part of it is what I do when I'm not painting, which is try to eat better, eat healthy. I run as much as I can. I try to work out. So it's all the things that I do actually before I get to the stage that helps me on stage. So I would say if I'm on stage 5% of the time in my life, it's what I do with the 95% of my time, which is sleep, food, stay active, and then that prepares me to just turn it on anytime, anywhere on the stage. So we do this program called Junior. So it's Performance of Painting, which is what it stands for, and it's to help kids be creative and active. And what we do is it's very simple. We just move the paint away from the canvas. And so the kids have to go back and forth and just work up a sweat. You're working your mind and body. So I always recommend that if you ever want to be active and still create, just move your feet away. Move your brushes away and just go walk to it while you're creating. Don't make it easy on yourself. Work for what you have to do in that process. So, and that'll help you if you ever pursue something like this in the future. Yeah, no problem.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I was wondering what's your favorite work you've done, experience?
Yeah, my first experience. Well, definitely Cuba trip was one of my favorites. Going there and learning that the creators there didn't have the supplies and then being able to go back and help them. I would say definitely performing at the White House for President Obama. That was, when I when he was running for office in 2008, I performed at like a really small local fundraiser. He wasn't there, and I had this dream. I was like, I want to perform for the president, and I was no one at the time, but I wanted to live a career that built up to that. That would set me up for that. So it was like months before he got out of office. It was one of the last events at the White House. It's called South by Southlawn. And, am I still there? You cut out? The event was called South by Southlawn. And actually, if you go on my YouTube channel and you look up the video that's about the White House, we did a whole vlog about it as well, and meeting the president before the show. So that was, one of the most fun experiences, and also one that I knew took a whole career to get there as well.
Yeah. I'm Emily, and I have another question. How do you stay inspired?
How do I stay inspired? Well, luckily for me, I create
Breaking out.
I'm looking at like a David Bowie painting over here. There's a Mickey Mouse. Like, I'm genuinely into music and pop culture, so I know where to find that inspiration. And so even if I'm not inspired, I play music. I watch movies. I see what's happening on social media, like what's the conversation that's happening, and then I apply that to just going to work. So I'm constantly inspired because I constantly surround myself with inspiration. Now, if you ever get stuck, honestly, look around you. Who are you hanging out with? What are you guys talking about? Where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your money? That is what is either adding to or taking away from your inspiration. And so I try to fill my time with great, positive people. I do activities that will always inspire me. And my studio is filled with music and things that are pop culture inspired. So it's all about what you feed, from your surroundings, feed yourself from that.
Thank you.
Hurry up, Jessica.
By the way. Oh, I have a question. Great
Oh,
question.
yes. Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica, and my question was, who or what is your biggest motivation?
Okay. No?
You're good.
Okay, so I have 2 kids. One's 5, they're 7. So they're my biggest motivation. Showing them what's possible. I would say outside of that is, I want to inspire people like you. Students like in your classroom right now and all around the world. So I always keep that in mind of everything I do could inspire someone else on their path. And so I just kind of keep that bigger picture in mind. But yeah, my kids and you guys, that's what keeps me going.
Thank you. Okay, hi, I'm Madison, and my question is what type of paint materials do you use?
Yeah, great question. So on stage, I use latex house paint. And so what we do is we send our clients a list of like a Home Depot list. So it's like carpet for the ground. It's 16 different colors of latex house paint. It's either Glidden or Bear, so it's just normal stuff. And then my canvas, I buy my canvas in a large roll. So we get it, it's like 6 inches wide by, say, 50 yards. And it's just like a black cotton canvas. It's already gessoed, so it's already ready to go. And then what we do is we stretch that on like a PVC pipe frame. You stretch it around that. And then I use brushes that I buy at like Blick Art Supplies or like a local art store. So I actually use pretty affordable materials. I mean, I would say on stage, all those materials are about $400 on average, but they can be used for, I would say, maybe up to 10 paintings. You can get a lot out of $400.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Margo. Alright, if you guys still have some questions, go ahead and ask again.
Hi, my name is Margot. The question I have is, you donated over $1 million to charity before the age of 30. How did you do that? What kind of steps did you have to take to put yourself in that position?
Yes. So what I did was I saw this need where there are these fundraising galas, and they happen all over the world. So every nonprofit does some sort of like fundraising events. And what I do as an entertainer, people usually just hire me to entertain. Well, I saw this fit where I can go perform and entertain this large group of people, but then we have this end product, which is a painting valued at $5,000+ And so at each event, they would have an auctioneer come up and auction off these paintings. So in a single show, we could raise $20,000+ on average. So what I did was I just started finding nonprofit organizations that we could help. You call them, you reach out via social media, and And so we find, nonprofits that have gala events that we can perform at, and in turn, they can make 20 plus. We raised up to 100,000 in a single show, in a single performance. So yeah, finding them at those events.
Well, thank you.
No problem. By the way, actually, hold on, I want to add to that. Can I go back? Because a lot of artists ask, how do I get my name out there? You know, if you're an artist.
I need that.
Okay, so can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so think about this. I'm going to give you this theory. Is anyone into horses? Okay. So say you're passionate about horses outside of art. You rode them growing up, you know the different breeds, and you follow the races, and you express that love through art. You create original works of art that show your love for horses. Now you think, okay, well, I love horses. How do I get this to people? Well, you start going to where other people are also passionate about horses. Let's just say you start at a local equestrian center. At those equestrian centers, they do charity events. They do member events. And you can approach the marketing person and say, hey, I create art about what we're passionate about. I'd love to just set them up, donate them to your charity, and just say a few words at the charity event. And right there, what you do is you eliminate the space between what you're passionate about and the art that you're creating. And you're meeting people on that same level. So don't just think about going to an art gallery. Go to where people are also passionate about the same thing. It could be music. It could be, if you look up a hashtag about, I don't know, Comic-Con, you're into comic books, you can find a whole audience of people who are into the same thing and then tag them in your work. So that's like a social media way to kind of get people into your work that are like-minded. So anyways, I just want to put that out there, that there's
Did you do that? Were you found a place to?
Yeah, so I'm into live music. So someone asked me earlier, do I play an instrument? I played the trumpet growing up. I was in
Well.
and I still play the trumpet now, but I went to live jazz music, shows, and I would just go paint live. And I would paint images of jazz music. So those people there at the event, they started buying my paintings. And so I survived the first year of my career by just painting live at events. So yeah, that's what I did.
That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing.
Oh. Okay.
Have you gotten any celebrity feedback?
I have, yes. So we've had everyone from, and I'll just name like a short list, but from The Rock, Justin Timberlake, Diddy or Puff, Drake, French Montana. You guys know who Bad Bunny is?
Sure.
So that like millions of followers. Man, who else? A lot of country artists. So like Don Hardy is a big artist. Hunter Hayes. Yeah, we definitely have had a lot of celebrities that have sort of like the sign, but for what I did. A lot of love. And it was just like putting it out there, just like putting it out there. And I think if what you do, like it passionate about it, people will catch on to it. And that's what we've seen, whether it's a celebrity or students, and everything in between.
You have any more questions? No? Come on up.